J. Lewis, and I just want to tell you that if you feel like you have no idea where to go, and you have no idea what to do, and you're afraid of what next step is going to be taken, or you're afraid what's going to happen, and you're uncertain of your future, and there's all this anxiety and all this pressure building up around you, and all these consequences coming at you, I just want to let you know that there is a path for you. There has always been a path for you, specifically you, and along it is all the things you're going to need to be successful, to be happy, to be the person that you want to be. It is here, now, right in this very present moment, with you at all times. It doesn't mean it's easy to be seen. In fact, it can be so hard, your situation, that you cannot even see anything in front of you but just all this negativity. Just keep going. Keep pushing yourself, especially when it seems like it's at its worst. Because the path is here. You are blessed to be on this earth, to be in this life. And all the love and life around you, within you, has created a path already for you on the time span you have here on earth right now. And this path is always waiting for you to take it. Wherever you go, whatever you do, it is here, now. And you can start this path by starting with yourself. From here, from yourself, you can take a look at who you are, what drives you, what motivates you, what inspires you, what demoralizes you. Asking yourself no longer whether I can do it or not, but how can I do something? And then you begin to feel it within you that yes, things are possible. And this path is for everyone. And your path is not going to inhibit my path or anyone else's. This world is so free and so abundant that we can all share it together. All 9 billion of us. We can all share this planet just fine with plenty to go around for future generations. Only if we stay on our own individual paths. Now granted, sometimes it may seem like you get knocked off the path with problems and situations, or maybe just societal forces just force you to be somewhere. After all, how can you decide where you were born? And whether you had the silver spoon in your mouth or not? Or what luck you've had that just seems to come your way? This path has accounted for all of that. And what's more, it has accounted for your total happiness and the person that you are to be. Now, for many, we can stray away from this path. It's not so much a path of right and wrong, of what you should do that's good, or what you should do that's bad. If it was, it would be so easy to follow, wouldn't it? Rather, it is a gray area that this path walks through. And we can find this path when we find ourselves comfortable within the moment. When we begin to watch our thoughts and understand how our thoughts work with this universe. And we begin keeping our heads up and looking up and keep searching for the path, we are going to find it. The path is there. It is already here, even if you cannot see it, with all the outside forces that are bigger and stronger and so much scarier than you are, plotting against you. Even with all that, you can still walk this path unwavered. First, you gotta find it within yourself, though. You gotta find the joy within yourself to keep moving forward. The courageousness to take charge and make the change within. It is boldness that makes change. Courage to step forward and embrace your fear. Embrace your doubt, embrace the worry, and take it all in, and still continue on. Don't let it hinder you from being the person you want to be. And all you have to do to just follow this path is to find what you want to do. What you want to do that maybe not only contributes to yourself but to others around you. That makes you happy. It is the desire that you seek and the path which is your progress towards it. Now, of course, there will be conflicting paths you can take for other desires and other fears and other worries. But so long as you remain honest with yourself and you keep your head up and you do not allow these negative forces to bring down your attitude or dictate how you are going to act, you will find your path. And more so, it's going to find you. I am not asking you to start keeping your head in the sand and just ignore all the problems you have and just tell yourself it's gonna get better. It seems kind of silly and naive to just stick our heads in the sand like this. It doesn't have to be though. We can always look at our problems and we can always find a way to make the situation better. Even if it's just with our own attitude. Even if it's just with our own thoughts. Because on this path, and like in all things, our thoughts are more connected to this world than you know. So if you want to find this path, you have to watch your thoughts and see how they affect your actions and what affects your thoughts. What's influencing you? What's not influencing you? What would you want to influence you? All these are questions you're gonna answer when you start searching for your path. And even when we begin to start searching for this, for a better way of living, for a higher way of living, that doesn't involve us just chasing after material things, but really trying to make a change upon ourselves. Because that is where it all begins, is with us. So when we begin to find this path will find us. So wherever you are, as long as you just keep searching for it, as long as you keep trying to be your very best self in all situations, and especially in your trials and tribulations, I guarantee that you are on that path already then. Do not lose sight or focus of what's really important and let go of everything else that isn't. And you will see your path just grow and become clearer and clearer each and every day you keep going for it. Not to say it's gonna be easy, especially when we feel so lost and so negative and so encumbered and so constricted by society and outside forces and nothing seems to be working no matter what we do. Just stop with all that negativity and just take it one step at a time. Put yourself back into the present moment, at this very moment right now, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and just asking yourself, how can I make this better? What can I do? Wherever it is, it does not have to be where you're doing something important or if you're at work. It could be while you're in the car, just sitting down at a doctor's office reading a newspaper. It could be while you're walking down the streets, carrying groceries. This path is always here, superimposed upon you and your life, and in this very reality. It is the vase between the two faces, and the faces between the vase. It is here only when you begin to search for it. So please, search for your path. I'm Jay Lewis.